Hey Rose Petals and Rose Fellows, it is Candace Rose and welcome back to another episode of Self-Care Saturday. Now I know it's been forever since I did a Self-Care Saturday, but y'all, I promise I'm gonna get more consistent with my Self-Care Saturdays and I'm back up on it. So today's episode of Self-Care Saturday, I'm gonna be talking about keeping yourself safe. So with everything that has been going on in the nation, which is a lot, like the presidential election and the coronavirus, I kind of wanted to tap into human trafficking. I know that there is a lot going on in the world right now, but the biggest thing that has really been sticking out in my mind is human trafficking. I'm not trying to make this a sad, depressing video, and I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or a negative Nancy, but I did want to provide you guys with some statistics, and I also want to provide you guys with some tips on staying safe, and also some things that I purchased from a couple of different websites that will keep you guys, and as well as myself, safe and protected without like carrying a gun or anything like that. So if you guys want to see all of those things, then just keep on watching. So I was one of those ignorant people who never thought that human trafficking happened in Ohio. Then I started to think like, okay, I do live in the state's capital and it is a very, very big city. So let me just dig a little bit deeper into human trafficking as far as like Ohio is concerned. So after doing a little bit of research and watching the news, Ohio actually ranks number 5 in the nation of human trafficking cases at an alarming 443 cases. And I think this was like a couple months ago, like in January or the end of 2019. You guys, when I got that number, when I found those numbers of how many people that is missing in Ohio, I was shocked. I never thought that it was that many people that have been missing in freaking Ohio. Like, that is crazy. I thought we would at least be at the bottom of the list, like maybe number 12 or number 10, but we are ranked number freaking 5. That's way too high. Y'all, I'm so sorry, but if y'all hear talking in the background, my uncle is here and he is loud as so I'm sorry about that. So according to the National Center of Exploited and Missing Children, there have been a reported 613,000 cases of exploited and missing children. Now, we're not including the unreported cases. Just imagine all of that all together. That's crazy. Although Black women make up less than 7% of the population in America, we represent 10% of missing persons cases in America. Did y'all just hear what I said? We make up less than 7% of the population in America.
But 10%
of missing persons cases. These are Black women. This is a alarming rate. Like, that literally just gave me chills to my body and tears in my eyes. Like, I know I said I was not trying to make this a sad video, but that is a extremely alarming rate. The Black and Missing Foundation estimated a total of 64,000 of Black women and girls who just, well, vanished. They just disappeared without a trace. And these are just Black women and girls alone. It's not including Asians, Mexicans, any other race or ethnicity. This is just Black women and Black girls alone. So if those numbers do not wake you up and make you aware, I don't know what will. Like, I really don't know what will. All right, so enough with the statistics. Let's get into the tips and prevention on keeping yourself safe. Tip number 1, do not go anywhere dark by yourself. And that includes the grocery store, a convenience store, or gas station by yourself. Now, it's little things like that or places like that that we take for granted. Like, oh no, I'm just going to run in and I'm going to run out. I'm going to pump this gas real quick and I'm going to be right back. That is the pinpoints of human traffickers. I am one of those people who love to go to the grocery store at night. I go to the grocery store and I get snatched up and I never come back. So I stopped going to the grocery store by myself. And when I was going to the stores or gas stations and things of that nature, places like that, I always take somebody with me. It could be a cousin, it could be a friend, it could be a boyfriend, it could be whomever, but I always take somebody with me. I never go to those places late at night by myself. If somebody is desperate enough to just snatch you up, they're not going to snatch up two people at once. Nobody is going to be that bold enough to snatch up two people by themselves. They physically cannot do it. So do not go anywhere late at night by yourself. Always take somebody with you. Tip number 2, watch your back. No, I'm serious. Like, literally turn around and watch your back. Anytime I'm anywhere in public, I'm constantly turning around. And I'm not turning around like a weirdo, like a creep, but I just casually just turn around, act like I'm fixing my hair or something like that, act like I dropped something or I'm looking for something. And I just casually just turn around and watch my surroundings and see who is behind me, see who is coming up on me, see who is approaching me, and I pay attention. And that's also tip number 3. Please pay attention. If you are at a grocery store or if you are at a public place of any kind, anytime you turn around, you see that same person or you see those same people behind you, that's just not a hunch. Like, there is a reason that those people are constantly behind you. So please pay attention. They're watching your moves, they're strategizing, and they're trying to configure a plan to lure you into their trap. So please pay attention. If you are in aisle 3 and that lady is in aisle 3 and then you move over to aisle 15 and that same lady is in aisle 15 and then you go back to aisle 8 and that same lady is in aisle 8, it's not a coincidence. There is a reason. And watch their body language. Watch how they look at you. Watch how they move, and just really, really pay attention. Like, all of these things really matter. So a little bit of a short story time that's not related to me. So one of my ex co-workers, Melissa, hey girl, hey Missy, she was telling me that she had went to the grocery store, and this was a long time ago, that she had went to the grocery store and she noticed that there was a guy that kept following her. This girl turned around and she actually confronted the person who kept following her. Now, regardless if he was a human trafficker or if he was trying to kidnap her or snatch her up or not, she still confronted that person. And anytime you confront people like that, they're going to instantly back down because you're onto their game. Like, you're not this vulnerable, scared, or naive person. That just shows strength. That just shows like, yeah, I see you, I noticed you, and don't even freaking try it. And that's exactly what my friend did. And that person backed down. So if you have to confront them, make sure it's in a public, well-lit place, and go ahead and confront them, because they're going to automatically back down and they're going to deny, stumbling and fumbling over their words, and they're going to run away. I don't want to scare you guys, but say hypothetically speaking, you get caught slipping and you get kidnapped or abducted and you get placed inside of the vehicle's trunk. Any car that was made back in 2002, all of the trunks have a trunk release button, an emergency trunk release button, and they started putting those inside of the trunks of cars because kids at that time were playing this game to where they were going in the trunk and they were dying in the trunk because of the very hot conditions, and they did not have the trunk release buttons. So to start saving children's lives, they started back in 2002. Any car made in 2002 up until now all have trunk release buttons. So I don't care, like, make sure that you are in a safe stopped area or the car is slowed down enough to where you can pop that trunk release button and make a clean getaway.
A woman who says she was forced into the trunk of her car at gunpoint made a brave escape. Police in Birmingham, Alabama say the woman told him she was approached by a man carrying a gun who demanded she give him money. She told him she didn't have any, so she claims he forced her to drive to withdraw money at several ATMs. When they got to this gas station, the man got out to withdraw more money, but after he got back in the car to leave, the woman popped the safety latch in the trunk and jumped out. Gas station workers who witnessed her fall from the car let her hide in the back room until police could come.
Call police.
Cops say they later found the car abandoned and the suspect is still on the loose. For InsideEdition.com, I'm Mara Montalbano.
So what if you are in a older model car, like a 2001 or a 2000 or a 98 or a 78 or an 88 model car? 9 times out of 10, those trunks do not have the trunk release emergency button. So this is a little trick that I saw years ago and I saw it worked. So what you're going to do, you are going to, so say you're in the trunk, you are going to kick out the tail light and you're going to really kick out that freaking tail light. You're going to kick that tail light out really hard. In order to kick out the tail light, you'll have to remove the panel, and it's very easy. You just pull it out. I don't care if you find something in the trunk, a crowbar, a monkey wrench, use your foot, use your hand, but you are going to kick out that tail light and you're going to stick your hand out of the hole where you kicked out the tail light. Somebody behind that car is going to see it. Like, they're going to see your hand, and that's going to raise a flag. If they're paying attention enough, they're going to see your hand that's being stuck out and you're waving your hand out of the trunk of somebody's car. They're going to call the police, or if they're really courageous enough, they're going to follow that car until the police get involved, and bam, that is going to save your freaking life. All right, y'all, so now let's get into the fun part of this video. I'm going to be showing you guys some things that I purchased from a couple of websites, and I'm also going to show you some things that I did not purchase or that I recommend that you purchase. I feel like certain things didn't really apply to me, so I didn't want to, just spend my money on stuff that really didn't apply to me, but I'm going to be showing you guys some things. So the first thing that I got is obviously this pepper spray that I got off of Amazon.com, and this is the Sabre pepper spray. Now this pepper spray in particular does not have a safety lock on it, so it just has the button and is ready to go. Anytime that I have to go anywhere out in public, I always keep my finger on the trigger and I hold that thing tight and ready to spray. Now the next thing that I got is obviously this little stun gun, and it's a mini stun gun. It's not a full size, so it's nice, small, and convenient for your purse. And on the side here, it has the on and off switch, and it also has the shock button. And if you put it on the middle setting, then it has a built-in flashlight, as you can see. And if you push it all the way up on, then that activates the shocker, and you can tell that it's on because it'll light up in red. And this thing has a high voltage of electricity, so yes, you guys, I got one of those as well. Now the pepper spray and stun gun did come as a set. All you have to do is search it as a combo, and it was a nice price, and it has a whole bunch of different colors. The next thing that I got is this escape hammer. Now I did get this off of Amazon, but the website is blingsting.com, and you can hang this on your visor for easy access. It has a carbide tip to break windows and a recessed blade to cut the seat belts. So I'm going to show you how this thing works in the next clip.
I'm Andy, CEO and creator at Bling Sting, and I'm going to show you how to use the Glamour emergency escape hammer for the car. So a couple of things can happen in a crash situation where you may need to use the Glamour. One being that your seatbelt locks up or the seatbelt of your passengers, and this is especially important if you're traveling with small kids. And find the recessed blade, which is right here on the bottom of the hammer. You're going to take the recessed blade to the seatbelt, and using a back and forth sawing motion, you're going to work it until the seatbelt is cut through. So secondly, your doors actually may lock or may jam in case of a crash incident, and you may not be able to get out. And of course, time is of the essence in these situations, so you've got to figure a way to get out through the side windows. So our hammer has a carbide tip, which is super strong and makes it really easy to punch through the tempered glass of the side windows in case you need to get out. So here we go. So you can see it's that easy to shatter the glass, and then you're gonna take the weighted end of the hammer and you can clear away the glass for an easy escape out of the side windows. And that's how you use your Glamour emergency escape hammer. From all of us at Bling Sting, we remind you to stay safe and super cute.
So the next defense mechanism I got is from this website called glamazondefense.com, and I got this cat-shaped, bat-shaped defense keychain. And what you do is you put your fingers through it, kind of like brass knuckles, and you want to grip the bottom of the keychain really tight, and then you strike hard, strike fast, no remorse. Now the ear parts are not really pointy, but when you're striking hard and striking fast, them things hurt. So yes. Now this applies to all my single ladies that are on the dating scene, or if you're out with your girls for a girls' night. I recommend that you get these drink guard test strips. Now these things detect GHB and ketamine, basically the ingredients for the date rape drug. Now these are very easy to use, and I recommend that you do not leave your drink unattended, but if you have to, these come in handy. Now, if you have kids out there, I highly recommend this little device. It's a smiley face, but it is a hidden camera. Now, this has a built-in LED bright flashlight, and although it is for adults as well, but it's cute for kids, and I think it records up to 4 to 8 hours of footage. Now, I did purchase a couple other things from the Glam Defense website, but I don't necessarily want to show you guys, just in case if you freaking human traffickers are watching. Y'all ain't gonna know all my tips and all my secrets. If you guys want to go ahead and follow her Instagram account, go ahead and follow her, and she has some stuff, y'all. Like, she really has some stuff. That is it, you guys. That is it for this episode of Self-Care Saturday on human trafficking and keeping yourself safe. And like I said before, I'm not trying to scare you guys at all, but I cannot be having my rose petals and my rose fellas being snatched up, okay? So I did definitely want to bring prevention, awareness, and protection to you guys. Like I said, when I read those statistics, I was shooketh. Like, it's crazy. So if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.